All right,
Hello.
Piscataqua theme. Okay. Good evening, and thank you all for coming tonight. We are the Piscataqua Savings Bank team. Next slide. I'm Tori Wyman, the peer mentor for the team, and I'm a junior with a business major and a minor in environmental conservation and sustainability.
My name is Eric Berry. I'm a sophomore. I'm a business administration and marketing major with a dual major in sustainability.
I'm Harry Piscataqua. I'm a sophomore. I'm an economics major with a minor in English.
And I'm Kelsey Batchelder, and I'm a junior, dual majoring in marketing and sustainability and minoring in class.
Next slide. Piscataqua is a small mutual savings bank dedicated to serving the Portsmouth, New Hampshire community since 1877. They recently became B Corp certified last May, and with that received the Best for the World Workers Award in 2019 for being recognized as a top performing B Corp in the workers section of the assessment. We had the pleasure of working with the bank towards their recertification coming in the next 2 years. Next slide. This is Piscataqua's mission statement, which truly encompasses the B Corp's initiatives. Our contacts at the bank were Executive Vice President Joan Guile and President and CEO Rick Wallace. We wanted to thank them for a great semester and giving us the opportunity to learn more about their bank and its dedication to being a leader in their industry, being the second of only 2 banks in New Hampshire to become certified. Next slide. The goals we stated at the beginning of the clinic stayed true throughout our project. We wanted to give the bank a new updated score that factored in all the improvements they had made since their certification last year. And we wanted to leave them with new key areas where they could focus both in the long and short term on how to make improvements to their score. Now, the very hardworking team is going to share their results. Next slide.
Piscataqua first became a B Corp, they were certified with 81.1 points. After filling out the newest version of the B Impact Assessment, we have found that their current point value is 87.5. If they complete every recommendation we have given them, they could end up having roughly 107 points. Next slide.
So again, my name is Eric Berry. I was in charge of the workers and community sections of the B Impact Assessment, and we formatted our presentation to provide some steps that were taken by Piscataqua Savings Bank before we began working with them, and then some recommendations and potential points that came as a result of the semester. So starting off in the workers section, Piscataqua had relatively little room for improvement in the workers section. They did a lot for their workers, but just some steps that were previously taken. They provide cross-training for career advancement. And this is anything internally within the company that they provide, whether it be management training or something like public speaking skills. And they also provide reimbursements or programs for continuing education that's external from the business. And a couple of recommendations and potential points is calculating employee attrition rate and employee satisfaction rate. Those are definitely good long-term goals that they can analyze over the years. And also including a section in the employee review process consisting of peer and subordinate input, along with environmental and social goals, which is a great goal. That's to get their employees kind of thinking about their environmental and social standards. Next slide. For the community section, Piscataqua Savings Bank had, well, it was already led by a woman, and majority of employees were women, which is an awesome statistic. And also, Piscataqua Bank offers paid time for community service and has hosted and organized company service days. So this definitely shows that Piscataqua definitely does not discriminate against gender, along with keeping in mind corporate social responsibility. And a couple of recommendations and potential points. They could begin to screen and survey suppliers for environmental or social standards. So to get their suppliers thinking about kind of the impact they're having, or maybe even switch suppliers. And also tracking the percentage of spending on local, women-owned, or underrepresented social group-owned suppliers. And also stating a preference for hiring local employees and creating a list of local suppliers. So overall, just supporting the local community. Next slide.
Piscataqua Savings Bank, Harry Piscataqua here. I'm just going to turn off my video because my Wi-Fi is a little shaky. Piscataqua Savings Bank currently goes to great lengths to help their customers bank to their social and environmental mission. They offer a basic financial service policy and accounts that deliver their social mission, along with electronic delivery of statements and notices, which help the environment. Piscataqua also works to monitor customer satisfaction by sending out surveys to new account holders and sending surveys to customers who have paid off a mortgage. The bank also has a formal complaint program that allows them to take notice of and possibly improve upon any grievances customers may have. We're recommending that Piscataqua begin to send surveys to customers who have closed accounts with the bank, allowing them to find out why the customer may have closed down their account. We're also recommending for a long-term goal that they increase their Community Reinvestment Act rating from satisfactory to outstanding. The Community Reinvestment Act is an act that helps lower income communities get access to their credit needs. We're also recommending that Piscataqua provide customers seeking loans with information about financial literacy, first-time home purchase, foreclosure prevention, and small business turnaround. This will allow customers to make a more informed decision when they borrow. Now, the potential points from this don't seem super impressive, but there is a reason for that. And we'll get to that in a little bit. Next slide, please.
Hello again, I'm Kelsey. Piscataqua was first certified, they have made significant renovations to their space, which has been able to improve their energy usage. In addition to this, they now use renewable energy credits as their main source of energy. They have the potential to gain almost 4.5 points in this section with the recommendations we have suggested. Some notable recommendations include increasing monitoring across the board, such as monitoring water usage and waste usage. Once these are implemented, they can even go a step further by setting goals to reduce the water and waste usage. Next, they could use environmentally friendly options such as office supplies or cleaning supplies to get more points. They can also look into programs that will reduce travel emissions through carpooling or biking incentives for their employees or through virtual meetings, which we are all very accustomed to nowadays. Piscataqua just recently became a benefit corporation, which is a type of legal entity, in addition to being a certified B Corp. They are also working on reports that are transparent with the public about their finances and environmental and social endeavors. They have room to gain almost 5 points in the governance section. Some actions they can take to gain these points include writing in descriptions and policies, such as descriptions that include environmental specifics, completing materiality and ethics-based risk assessments, conducting performance reviews of how employees are incorporating environmental and social issues, and making formal commitments to having a positive impact on these environmental and social issues. Now that we've wrapped up our recommendations from each section, let's take a look at some of the takeaways we've gotten from this amazing experience. I know I have certainly learned that communication plays such an important role in a project containing so many details, as it is important to be able to make sure you have strong, comprehensive answers to all of the questions.
I learned that the B impact assessment does not differentiate between banking styles, meaning they'll lump Piscataqua in with a bank like Citibank, but that's a tricky situation because that's almost comparing apples to oranges.
And I learned to distinguish between what kind of trade-offs are worth the points and which ones can be looked as long-term company goals that might even compromise their business functions. Next slide.
Moving forward, we are all aware that this will not be the version of the assessment that gets submitted, as the assessment gets updated and will be updated again by the time that Piscataqua goes to resubmit. However, completing the most recent version of the assessment will be helpful in transitioning to the new upcoming version.
This will also allow them time to implement our recommendations and get the highest score possible for when they resubmit.
And finally, it is clear to us that Piscataqua Bank is truly committed to their sustainable initiatives, as opposed to some companies who are just trying to earn points for the certification. And it has definitely been a pleasure. working with Piscataqua Savings Bank this semester. Thank you.